What's going on is Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. More information, more news. We all know that this was going to come out. As far as how much money that these celebrities and these commentators and these people that are basically being paid to sell you a narrative. And I believe that everybody should absolutely be disgusted at the pay for play that's happened in the political spectrum. We used to get mad at musicians when we would say, man, it's the music labels, it's the big labels that's promoting this. It's not natural. The people not really rocking with it, but they making these people in the stars, they plants and all of this stuff. But we not having this conversation when it comes, to the political spectrum. But let's deep dive into it. So it's recently been released that all of this stuff is starting to come out, and I'm gonna bring all of these people to the front of the congregation as I find out that the Harris campaign, Kamala Harris, donated $500,000 to Al Sharpton's nonprofit before doing his interview on MSNBC. $500,000. So for all of y'all that sit here and come back and forth with me and say, "Oh my God, what are you doing for the community?" You don't know what the hell I got going on. But more importantly, why you not holding your political leaders accountable for enriching all of their friends in order to sell you on a narrative? So when I see people like these Al Sharptons and stuff on these platforms, or the Roland Martins, or whoever these people, I automatically start looking weird at them because I'm like, well, who spent money and who is selling them on this narrative? Nobody has ever given me a dime, not one political. I'm telling you, listen, people may have tried to give me money to shut up, and I didn't take it, but nobody has ever given me a dime from a political campaign at all. Not a PAC, not a campaign, not anything tied to anybody. Everything that you see me saying is authentically me. When I listen to these people, the Al Sharptons of the world, and the DL Hugleys, and the John Legends, and all of these people that y'all think is y'all heroes, and they selling you on this narrative is absolutely disrespectful. But let's deep dive into it. Let's look at the article in particular. It says that the Harris Waltz campaign funneled, that's a good word, some $500,000 in the Al Sharpton's nonprofit, the National Action Network. And we all know that nonprofits is just a cover in order to continue to filter out and funnel money, because they don't really do anything for anybody, but they pay everybody a huge salary in order to continue to run up the bag. Prior to the vice president's softball sit down interview with the civil rights activists. That's a stretch. Vice President Kamala Harris's team made two donations of $250,000. Now, y'all have to remember that this is your money. Y'all donated this money to these people in order to run this campaign so that they could sell you on the idea that she needs to be president of the United States of America. It's not real. It's not real. This is your money. So all of y'all people that strolled to the polls, all of the black people that gave to this campaign, basically what you did was you gave to Al Sharpton, Beyonce, Oprah, and all of the rest of these people, John Legend, Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Usher, whoever it was that was endorsing her, DL Hughley, Ricky Smiley, Roland Martin. All of these people are plants, in my opinion. All of them. They all there just to continue to do what they've been doing, which is siphoning money off of the communities. All y'all white women, all of these people, everybody that played, they spent $20 million allegedly over the last day or so just to be able to have some concerts to bring y'all out to vote for Kamala Harris. That y'all making them rich, you not helping your community. And telling me about, oh man, they want to get this. No, they giving them to their friends. Made two donations of $250,000 to Sharpton's group on September 5th and October 1st. And I wonder if they ever would give the money back. Nope. And the cash flow came in context of payments totaling $5.4 million to various Black and Latino activist organizations. The campaign set its sights on galvanizing support among minority voters. They got to pay you for your vote. Then that means that it's probably not best for you. Available campaign records are now through all records are current through mid-October and do not yet reveal the Harris team spending during the tail end of the 2024 election cycle. So that means there's more to come, but we're going to get there. Harris sat down with Sharpton 70 for an MSNBC interview that aired on October 20th, just 3 weeks shy after the donations from her campaign for the National Action Network. So she had to pay, and then they endorsed her. All right, Sharpton, he praised on Harris. During a sit down at one point, drawing parallels to Shirley. Oh, Jesus Christ. You got to be kidding me. The first black woman elected to Congress who later unsuccessfully vied for the presidency in 1972. He comparing her to, look at these people. Look at these people continuing to sell y'all out every single day. That handhold is fake. That smile is fake. The finesse is for you. Black people so silly during the interview, and they still voted for her at an above 80% clip. During the interview, and we told you that was fake. On his Politics Nation show, he shouldn't even have a show. Harris also glossed over Sharpton, bringing up complaints that she was too progressive. The outgoing vice president has long had a friendly rapport with the Reverend dating back decades. How much money is being filtered into the National Action Network? At the start of October, Sharpton played a video of her wishing him a happy birthday and hailing him as an extraordinary leader and a voice of truth. Um, yeah, we all know that he's a race baiter and all of that stuff. Harris and her campaign has been keen on stemming and hemorrhaging among minorities, particularly males. Black men opted for the president-elect Donald Trump by about 21%, as in 54% of the Latino male voters. Harris has pegged polls had pegged Harris losing ground among those key groups. Questions have dogged the Harris-Walz campaign as to how it spent its political cash, given that Harris dramatically outspent Trump and lost all 7 battleground states to him. As of October 16th, the Harris-Walz campaign raked in about $1 billion and shelled out some $880 million per FEC records. And they ended the campaign 20 million in the hole. They raised $1 billion. When combined with outside spending, Harris had over 1.6 billion backing her as of mid-October. By contrast, Trump campaign had raised about 382 million and had a total of 1 billion in combined cash hauled in. Harris campaign war chest grew so much that her team stopped boasting about its figures, fearing that it could dissuade donors to give her supporters a false sense of confidence. This is crazy. Spent $1 million on one of Oprah Winfrey's production companies, 6 figures to create the set for the Veeps interview on Call Her Daddy, sex podcast. And then we know that Oprah is denying that she got a payment to her Harpo production company. So who's filtering his money out? In addition to Sharp's National Action Network, Harris' campaign had doled out $2 million to the National Urban League, $150,000 to the Black Economic Alliance, and $120,000 to the CASA in Action, among other minority activists. So they basically had a coup. They basically was finessing people, and everybody is getting rich instead of y'all. Everybody is getting rich instead of y'all. They basically finesse black voters and black people and Latina voters and Latino people and white women and all of these people that donated to her campaign. And everybody got rich and y'all was getting poor over the last 3.5 years. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. It should absolutely be a disgrace. Should be ashamed. It's unfortunate. And people continue to get finesse and nobody is going to be held accountable as a result of it. Meanwhile, she's crying on stage and y'all crying and everybody else went back to their mansions and they getting rich. She going back to her husband and they mansion. All of her friends got rich as a result of y'all. Everybody got a bag. Cause see, listen, now you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad about it. Everybody got paid. Everybody got paid in the name of reproductive rights. Everybody got paid in the name of opening up the borders. Everybody got paid in the name of we gonna legalize marijuana on a federal level for black men. Stupid. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description so you can get some of your money back. Also, T Chanley 40% off your first order plus 20% off of life. And last but not least, get your tickets. Come and kick it with me in Detroit, December 14th, and we're going to have a real conversation. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later.